Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yes.
Oh, man. Harlem World 25 today. That's what we talking about. M.A$E.
My boy.
Yo, we talking about Mase, man. Debut album, Harlem World, man.
Hey, Carl, you remember Mad Dog used to think he was Mase back in the day when he was in school? Because he had a little bit of waves. Mad Dog thought he was Mase.
Mase is that guy, man. October 28th, 1997, man. We're going to take it back to Mase's debut album. So let's take it back, man. Right before Harlem World dropped, like, what was hip hop like at that time?
I think Puff just dropped Forever. No, not Forever.
Forever, no.
No Way Out.
No Way Out.
Yeah.
In June.
It was the perfect lineup.
Yeah.
The line Mase up. He brought Mase up right. But the whole shit was already, Biggie was already lining it up for Mase. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that at the time they realized that Mase was the next up. Like it was going to happen.
Think about the year for Bad Boy. People on
Life After
Death came out the same year. It was Life After Death in March, No Way Out in June, and then Mase in October. This is 1 year.
Yeah, that was crazy.
This is 1 year. These albums moved units. So Bad Boy is crushing the game. And mind you, also, More Money, More Problems was Mase's song. He gave it the Big. He gave it the Big.
Yeah.
For Big album.
Boy.
Gave it the Big. That was Mase's song.
Yeah.
So Mase was he had it. He knew he
knew
had
the
the
vision.
formula he had the successful formula. So man, right? So Bad Boy's on fire. What else is going on in hip hop?
The East Coast, West Coast is pretty much over with since Big died. It's like I feel like the world just wanted to party at this point. It wasn't like no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like let's just have fun now. Take it back to the essence.
At this point, it's completely over to the. It's completely back over to the east.
Yeah. As far as we see it,
Snoop is Snoop has died down. You know, after Doggy Style, Death Row ain't really Pac's going. Well, other than the stuff they dropping from Pac. Other than that, like they ain't really got no new material really other than Pac that they dropping. Dogfather wasn't good. So like they don't really have enough. And this is really on the East Coast right now. So it's either if you East Coast, you either gangster or you commercial. And Bad Boy was clearly on the top of the game. The radio. Yeah. They were running it, man.
I agree. They was on another level.
Absolutely.
They was making moves to a point where you knew like they was gonna be there to stay. You get what I'm saying? Then they had a hell of a lineup. The lineup was crazy, man, including LOX, man. And then
Black Rob
coming out.
All the R&Bs.
All the R&B joints, but just that core of MCs along with great touch of R&B, they was on a different level. And they was putting themselves in a different place as far as being one of the top most spotted record labels. Like if you feel as though like you wanted if you had a label, you wanted it to be like Bad Boy, Death Row. Yeah. Because they was the two biggest labels in the game at that time.
That was like the blueprint of what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Like what you want to be like.
So, and both of them labels had stars of their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Mase was one of them. You can't deny it.
But you know what? I think after Puff's No Way Out, it was like, all right, maybe they can do this without Big and still be, successful.
Well, they had to hit. It's crazy because you would think Biggie is my guy and he was the guy in rap, but they really didn't drop as far as hit making. They didn't drop off. They were still making the same hit records after that big giant, and it was a big loss. Don't get it twisted, but they were still able to make the hits. The hits were still coming in at a rapid rate. They were still running the radio heavy.
Yeah, real heavy.
So where would y'all say that Mase was at as an artist at this time of his career? Where was he at prior to this release?
As an artist, prior to this release,
like Mase,
he was killing mixtape shit. Prior to this, and not to mention the feature tracks on
No Way Out.
On No Way Out, he was the biggest artist besides Biggie on Bad Boy besides Biggie at this time.
That's a fact.
He was on the first single from that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Mase was a star.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, Mase was a star.
Before this album dropped, Mase was already a star. Like between the 112 remix, between Can't Hold Me Down and Been Around the World
Remix.
Like, I don't know if the Brandy song came out before this album or not, but
that was
on
it
top
too.
of the world.
That was
like,
another one.
He was going up.
He was in heavy demand. He was on fire. Like Mase was on fire. Mase was a. It's funny, like you can't say this about everybody. He was a star before his album dropped. He was a star.
But the appreciation of lyrics made you respect Mase back then when he was Murder Mase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And coming along. And then that's what groomed you to, because it was big part of Biggie plan. He was bringing you both sides. Then that's when he brought in LOX. So the appreciation of you knowing real hip hop made you look at Mase and LOX totally different from a lot of people.
And then the moment, and I ain't even mentioned More Money, More Problems feature. That song was
that
big.
was the big one of the biggest songs, right? Never touched Bad Boy, right?
Yeah, so he was on fire. He was a star. He was a star. So what about the anticipation of Harlem World? Where do you think the anticipation was at for this album?
I don't know, man.
Because
Mase was my guy. Mase was my guy, but I wasn't really looking for the album like that.
Really?
Nah, I'm just being real because he was already moving so much. You know what I'm saying? And doing, and you know, just being on certain tracks and things of that nature. But when it came at a pivotal time. You know what I'm saying? Because it was another rapper out that was hard as well, and that was coming a different angle, but on an angle that everybody wanted to come on.
Who's that?
You don't know who dropped around that same time? It's him?
Who?
Jay-Z.
Well,
It was about around the same time.
96, but you know they were definitely competing with each other.
Yeah.
They were
Absolutely.
I think in '97, I don't think it was close. Mase and Jay-Z.
As far as what?
Mase
was like on top.
Mase was a bigger artist than Jay-Z at this time.
Absolutely,
I'll say that
we didn't know the ins and outs. Because in all actuality, Jay-Z was that nigga. It's just that the world wasn't turned on to him the way that everybody was.
Well, Hov was getting the money, but Mase musically, Mase was
he was making the songs.
Mase
Absolutely.
was that guy. I don't even think.
But as far as bars that people appreciated, it was Hov.
Well, Hov had
Mase was my guy, but in all actuality, wasn't nothing hotter than Hov.
No, Hov had the streets for sure.
Yeah.
But Mace was a superstar.
he
was different. There was two different type rappers.
That's
but
what led to a lot
coming
of
for
their
the same crime.
That's what led to a lot of their little back and forths because they knew Mace was that guy, man. And wow, he was a star, man. And it's funny because Sean, you said this on the No Way Out episode. You said like we were looking for No Way Out as like a piece to like get a piece of Big, get a little more piece, try to hold on to a little more from Big. I feel like Mace's album was almost an extension of that. Yeah, we knew we probably wasn't going to get no more big features, but just a little connection to that same era. That's why I was looking forward to the album. Okay, like, all right, Biggie ain't going to be here, but Mace
maybe
is
there's like
connected
another verse
to him.
or something to it.
Maybe Mace is connected to him at least, so I'm going to get some of that feel a little bit. And Mace was that guy. He was making hit songs.
Yeah.
He was just knocking them out the park at this point. Like everything he was connected to seemed to be on fire. So I was anticipating it for sure.
Yeah.
Harlem World. Harlem World, man, is the debut album for Mase. It dropped on October 28th, 1997 on Bad Boy and Arista Records. The album was actually nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Rap Album. So this was a big.
Who won that? Who won it that year?
I'm not even sure. That's
for
a great.
Well, that would be for '98, for '97. Puff won.
Yeah, Puff did win. So he's in the same category. Wow, that's interesting.
This is Wu-Tang should have.
That's why they mad.
This is recorded from June 1996 to May 1997 at Daddy House Studios in New York City.
Almost a year of recording.
Yeah, man. It features production from it's executive produced by Puff. The associate executive producer is Derek D. Angeletti. It was also feature production from the Hitmen, Jermaine Dupri, the Neptunes, and Dame Grease, amongst other people. This
amongst other people mean Stevie J and them type jokers coming in.
Well, Stevie J. That's part of they all was under like the Hitman.
Yeah,
right. And then Puff was getting a co-producer credit on all of those tracks.
Sean Combs.
Yeah. Justin Combs, he start putting his son name on.
Yeah, later on he did. Yeah,
that's smart though.
Absolutely, man.
Up,
so Sean, you big in the album covers. It ain't really much with this. So what do you think about the album cover? You like to, dissect these things.
All right. Let's see that. I mean, to me, this is a straight up hip hop pose. You squatting down with the piece up. Got the Harlem World tattoo. Backwards hat. That was Mase.
Yeah.
It was. This album was cool enough for the fellas, but the ladies could also like it, and you know what I'm saying. It was like a perfect blend, even though it's just him taking. You know what I mean? Just him chilling.
Yeah, I think it kind of went with his personality. It wasn't like he just like I'm that cool cat. Like, I mean, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest, freaks. Mase was knocking down everybody's joint. Man, I mean, let's keep it. Like, what are we talking about, man?
We already know that part.
That's why a lot of people was mad at him, man. He was thinking
we know that part. That's the
lot
part.
Of people's girls, man.
That's the part, Carl. That's a little bit, like.
He was knocking down a lot of people's girls was reaching out to him. Yeah. And rappers and people in the industry. That's why they said Dame had a problem with him. It was a lot of people that was mad at me. He was that guy. Like, it ain't no other way to put it.
I agree.
He was moving, man. And the album is just like, I'm no Harlem. You know how them Harlem dudes had that little reputation. I'm just a fly young dude from Harlem, man. Harlem World, we getting this money.
Yeah.
Yo, let's get into this album. All right, here we go. Now we got the Harlem World. I forgot to bring the Harlem World out, man. We got the Harlem World now. Come on. Had to get there in the right mood. All right, man. We got track number 1, Puff's intro, produced by Sean Puffy Combs. This is like Puff,
Yo, one thing I've noticed about all these bad boy albums.
They got Puff
Puff
intros.
always doing the intro. God damn, he was on Ready to
motherfucker,
Die.
you ain't get this album ain't going out unless I'm on the intro.
I got it, exactly.
So he bringing in Mase.
You gotta hear me first.
Like, definitely, it's like the introduction.
Yeah.
He pretty much just like the world. This is Mase. This is what y'all wanted. He here now. A little quick. I like the little beat. It's like an old school do. And then he like Mase. And then that goes right into track number 2. Do You Want to Get Money? Featuring Kelly Price, produced by Ron Lawrence and Derek D. Angeletti. You know how much money we can make? Honest money that we can make. Why young cats want to play?
I wasn't feeling this start off.
You want dancing?
Now that was you doing the shoulders. Little Duval shoulders and shit.
The moral of the story is, I'm not here to place notorious. I'm just a young cat trying to do his thing.
That was your joint too.
Harlem World style, pursue my dreams.
So freaks. Is this a good way to start your album?
Nah, absolutely.
All right, now,
not the Mase I'm looking for.
Yeah. Now before this, you had Victory, which is one of the greatest lead-off songs of any album.
Absolutely. This was a flag.
Compared to this,
it's shiny.
Penalty on the play.
Penalty on the play.
It's definitely shiny. It's shiny. It's dancing. It's all that, man. It's definitely.
I would have rather them started off with track 3 than that.
It's definitely shiny. It ain't bad though, but it's shiny though. It's definitely not no Victory. Track number 3, Take What's Yours, featuring DMX. Like this, DMX hasn't came out yet.
I'ma make noise. Ain't on their mouth. I'ma make noise. Well, uptown, baby. We make noise.
Yeah, this joint hard though. Nasheem Merrick produced. Nasheem Merrick and Carlos Brody produced this, man. And it's a good look for DMX. DMX is not. He's not out yet. He's not. This ain't Def Jam. This ain't It's Dark as
One
Hell
of
Hot.
DMX features on this album.
One of two. Yeah. But it's funny because they were trying to, Rough Rider Management was trying to get DMX signed to Bad Boy. That's probably the reason why he's on here 2 times. But Puff was like, he too grimy for our image. And it's funny because then years later, DMX became so successful, Puff asked him to be on the Bad Boy reunion tour.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to sign you because I thought you was too gritty. So it's funny how stuff turn around.
He was on that till that went a different angle because he was on it in the beginning and then he wasn't on it somewhere in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But DMX was dope, and it kind of bought that grimy to the song, because this whole song is hard.
Yeah.
And he bring that grit to it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna bring more Harlem World uptown, baby. We make more. Yeah, John hard. And then Mase going in, like Mase going in on her. I think that chorus.
He ain't got no choice but to go in.
One theme about this album is there's some nice choruses on here. Like it's chorus like heavy. Like it sets a tone. Yeah, hooks set the tone for the track. And I think this DMX one set Mase flow tone. Like I gotta come with it, and he was bringing it. Track number 4, Mad Rapper Interlude. This is Derek D. Angeletti as the Mad Rapper.
On his third album.
The Mad producer is saying, that he produced the track. I produced the track on Mase album. So the Mad Rapper ain't feeling that. Derek D. Angeletti did these. What was the first album that had a Mad Rapper? Was it Life After Death? I think it was Life After Death, and then he just carried this for several albums. So this continued.
Because Puff Daddy album came out.
Puff had it, then Mase, then it was out on a couple more. So this like a tradition, man. But Derek D. Angeletti, he was the Mad Rapper, and just funny interlude with him. Then that leads right into track number 5.
I think it was too early for a skit though. Like you 4 tracks in. 3 tracks in, you got a skit on.
Not when you got 18 tracks.
Now
back in these days, songs was long.
Yeah,
that is true. Well, track number 5 is "Will They Die for You," featuring Puff Daddy and Lil' Kim. I mean, niggas gonna die for you. Nigga, key slice of pie with you. The beat wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't bad. Like it wasn't bad.
It was all right. The beat was okay.
But you know who was the hardest person on this track to me? Lil' Kim, man. Yeah. Lil' Kim was hard out here, man.
Yeah, she had to.
She said, my nigga big, I'ma ride for, but ain't too many niggas I'ma die for. Lil' Kim was hard on here. I don't know if it was some ghostwriters behind that, but them bars was hard on here, man. Nah, it's almost kind of hard. Yeah. Puffy's rapping on here. Puff's rapping on here. I don't know who wrote those rhymes neither. But it was all right. This was produced by Ron Lawrence and Puffy. Yeah. Then that goes right into track number 6, Looking at Me, featuring Puff Daddy and Pharrell Williams. And then it's produced by the Neptunes as a whole. Mm-hmm. This is
looking back, this does sound like a Neptune song.
But this is Neptune's pre-Nori.
Yeah, this is
oh no, all that stuff. This is before they locked in with Nori, so Mase gave them a look before all of that.
Yeah.
This is the 4th single on the album.
He came with his swag though, and a little bit keeping it kind of hood on this one.
This is a hit.
Yeah, it's
definitely this song.
This is one of his singles. He had a video for this too.
Yeah, it was the 4th single. It actually he actually also this sample LL Cool J song "Illegal Search" from LL's album, and the part where he's like what the hell is you looking for? But that's actually a LL. He got that from LL. So yeah, this joint was dope, man. This song was crazy, man.
Yo, this is one of them songs that's like Mase is a good writer. You know what I mean? It was like even though it's a pop song, he can still.
I ain't get mad because you look at me. Because on the real, look at me. It'll always be the haters that be sitting in the red. What he say? We was all at the Greek Fest. It's hot and sandy. I'm in scooters. I'm with a family. Tank top, flip flop, really nothing fancy. I get approached by a girl named Tammy. It looked good enough to be Miss Miami. Nah, looking at
tell you I was the one with no panties.
Boo, you know how many we meet with no panties? Please tell me something that I don't know. This is a hit, man. This is a hit. It's a hit record. Early Neptunes though, man. Mase did it first right here. Mase did it
I
first.
mean, first to work with Neptune.
I don't know if he was the first person to work with Neptunes, but this was a big look for them. This is one of it might have been their first like big look. This is a big look.
Actually, I think they did a song with SWV. Use your heart. Yeah, that was their first song.
But this was a hit.
Yeah,
this was a hit, man. I remember Puff wasn't in the video. I remember I was used to seeing Puff in the video so much. I remember Puff wasn't in his video. I don't know if he just needed a break or what. he was in the video. He was all in the video.
His dance shoes was undeveloped. His dance shoes was undeveloped.
Track number 7, White Girl Interlude.
That was funny.
Becky.
Yeah.
It's Mase. It's Mase. Hey, what's up, Becky? His skits was kind of funny on here, man. His skits was kind of funny. Track number 8, we got Love You So, featuring Billy Lawrence, produced by your boy Stevie J. This joint happy right here.
Yeah, super happy. Wonder how I made the album.
This joint is super. It ain't the worst. It's, you know what? This song is super happy, but if he'd have released this as a single, I guarantee it would have went.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guarantee it would have went on the pop side. But it was super happy. It actually it sampled Tina Marie, Square Biz, and Old Boy by Rolls Royce. But yeah, it's super happy, super happy,
super safe.
But if they'd have put this out, this definitely would have. I think could have been big. But it's one of my least favorite songs on the album, though.
What you feeling this, Freaks?
Not like that.
Nah.
Track
number 9, The Player Way, featuring 8Ball and MJG, produced by Mo, Suave, and T Mix.
No one have to ask who be acting bad. 8Ball be in that ass from Memphis around the city, then we back again.
Back to the bars.
Yeah. 8Ball killed that.
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't up on 8Ball and MJG. This might have been my introduction to them like that.
I was big on Suave House.
I wasn't really on.
I was big on Suave House, man.
Bad boy. I like 8Ball. 8Ball going in.
Yeah, absolutely.
8Ball going in. Mase can't stop. I'm too hot and I won't see me and unless it's TV. Mase go in. Yeah. Mase come in going off on this joint.
He said, I've been waiting 2 days, baby. So drop the draws. Do something better with your jaws after all. He can say, I can see clean through your forehead. More head than sun. More head than sun. He said, put my jacket down in the puddle. Hell no. You don't know a pimp somebody tell y'all. That was MJG on that joint.
Memphis talk.
I'm a player, baby, and don't you forget it.
You need to get with it.
Hit it, then sweat it. Oh, The Player Way. This song was dope, man. Mase going snapping on it. Can't stop. I'm too hot. Like
he was singing that song all day.
He going
lean up to the.
He going spazzing out, man. He goes spazzing out on that joint, man. Now that was a dope song, man. And way to show the South love, man. East Coast showing the South love. That was good alley-oop for 8Ball and MJG.
Definitely.
And it's crazy because later they ended up signing the Bad Boy. So it kind of
came
full circle.
Came full circle,
track number 10, Hater Interlude.
Another skit.
This dude mad, man. You gonna get your opportunity. Everybody gonna get their chance to shine. You gotta relax, man. You can't be Mase. Yeah. Everybody can't be Mase, dog. You gotta wait your turn.
I was crying at the end of it. That was one of the funniest joints. Man. Word it was.
Hater. That's how it be, man. You gotta wait your turn, man. Track number 11, Niggas Wanna Act, produced by Dame Grease, featuring Busta Rhymes.
Niggas wanna
act. We can act. Niggas wanna scrap. We can scrap. Niggas got gas. We got gas. Niggas wanna style. We style. You get foul. We get foul. You get wild. We get wild. Niggas wanna act. We get. And Busta brought that energy.
Oh yeah.
This is another one where I think Mase played off the energy of the chorus, the hook. Yeah. And he just kind of going in this beat. This beat hard. It kind of like break down and then just drop. Doom, doom. This be hard. Shout out to Dane Grease, man. He a dope producer.
Oh, super dope.
Absolutely.
This be hard. he got an all-star lineup with like features too,
Yeah,
man.
features,
absolutely.
yeah.
Features
At
and
this time.
beats.
Yeah.
But what I respect is I don't know if this was like intentional, but he like a lot of them is like, yo, y'all just do the choruses. Let me get my bars off. So
Yeah.
it's not like, so he got
I
Busta
didn't even
Rhymes
notice
in
that.
there.
You're right,
Yeah, he got
yeah.
Busta Rhymes there, he got DMX on there.
Yeah.
Everything is like now, if this is an album now, all these would have verses from them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But he like, nah, let me get my
Yeah.
bars off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Y'all just give me an energy on the hook. You know? He could have easily got Busta Rhymes
Yeah.
verse, another DMX verse if he wanted to. Nah, y'all just do the hook. I peeped that. I think that was something there. Track number 12, Feel So Good, featuring Kelly Price, produced by Puffy. This is the first single off the album. It samples Kool and the Gang, Hollywood Swinging. Doom, 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 doom. This is the epitome. This is like, I think it's the Mo Money, Mo Problems video.
This is the epitome of the shiny suit.
And this video. This is the epitome.
You can't with me, Ron, give me, sipping DC. Yeah,
Little kids see me way out in DC. Yo, I think this is the
three in
epitome.
the game. They want to be me.
This is a hit single.
Yes, it is.
This is a grand slam out the fucking park.
Do
This
Mace
joint-
got the ladies.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
make hits from the 80s. Do they
You
sound
sound
so
so
crazy?
Yo.
You do it work for me. You do it work with you. Only dress with what I was blessed with. Never get
been
arrested
arrested
for
for
none
none
domestic. And I chilled. He's doing a little bop chill the way you let me. Nah, that's a hit, dog. It's a hit.
Wasn't this on the Rush Hour soundtrack? At the time, like the movie just came out, and this was
It was something that had something to do with Rush
this
Hour.
was a huge.
Or they
single.
was mimicking the Rush Hour
I feel
view.
like, oh, I have to fact check that.
This was a hit.
Yeah, this was definitely a hit.
And they had the locks in there with the shiny suits. I don't
Yeah.
think they liked this.
Nah.
This was super shiny. This video was shiny. This
Hype
is,
Williams too.
This was
Hype Williams did
this
this
is the
video.
epitome of the shininess right
Yeah.
here. They was in here. Everybody shined
This
up.
video
Yeah.
used to get a lot of airplay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This song was all over the radio, man. It was a hit. It was.
They shot the video in what, Vegas?
Yeah, I remember all the bright lights.
Yeah.
They had the shiny suits
Yeah.
on. Then they had all the bright lights.
It was just
a lot.
too much shiny going on.
It was a lot of shiny going on, man. There's a lot of shininess. Super shiny.
Yo, was
Word.
Puff in the video?
Nah,
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think he was.
he wasn't in
No,
that
I
one
think
either.
Puff was in this
He
video.
wasn't.
He was not.
Sure.
I'm
I don't
positive.
think so. Yeah,
I feel like Puff had a shiny suit on in this video. You sure?
I don't know. I don't think he was.
I remember the Locks was in there.
he was in More Money, More Problems, but I don't think he was in this video. I don't think so.
No, we gotta fact check that. I feel like Puff had a curly top in that joint, but I
Might
don't
have.
know. I don't know. I can't remember. I gotta watch. I ain't watched this video in a minute though. But definitely a hit record for sure.
All day, every day.
Word.
So I had to go back and fact check it. That song was not on the Rush Hour soundtrack,
say, I didn't think it
and
was.
Puff was in the
I
video.
knew Puff was in the video.
was?
Yeah, he
I
was
knew
in
Puff
the
was in
video.
the video, man.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I know it wasn't tripping, man. Track number 12.
I think Chris Tucker was in that video as well, though. Fact check.
Man,
I'm telling you, I think he was in that video.
Y'all are Rush Hour wrong, and it's not Rush Hour, dog.
But I think he was in that video. That's what made Sean
I
think
think
of
that
that.
was Carl Thomas and other person in the video. We had like a red. Another person was in the shiny suits with the locks. I think it was Carl Thomas, if I'm not mistaken. Another person is in that video.
I'll watch it for later then.
It might be Carl Thomas. He had a little curly thing. I think,
Let me look that up, man.
man, you look.
Go ahead. You continue.
You look it up, man.
Look it up.
Track number 12 is "Feel So Good." I'm sorry. Track number 13 is "What You Want," featuring Naheem Merrick, produced by Naheem Merrick, featuring Total. This is the second single off the album.
There's another good song right here.
Hit.
Yeah.
Tell
This
me
is-
what you want.
Yeah, with the little shakas.
Tell me what you want from me.
Yeah, he was
Take
in.
a
He was in
look
there.
at what you see.
Chris Tucker?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Chris Tucker was in that video.
Hey, mama, why don't you come here to Papa? Don't like it when
Yeah, that's a good song.
And the 600 ain't no smoking cigar. Come over here, I think it's your baby father.
Here comes the number to my
That's
casa.
call me mañana. Whatever you need, girlfriend, I got the whole enchilada. Cause Mase gonna do you proper. This is a hit song, man.
Mace's wordplay was always like the way he played on words, going to the next bar.
The beat, and this another beat that's at like at the end of an LL song. This have another connection to LL, man. This beat was playing at the end of one of LL songs, and Mase used it. This song was a hit.
Yep, Chris Tucker and Mase and Sean appears in the music video, which was directed by Hype Williams. Okay. They driving around the city in Mercedes-Benz and a group of female dancers.
Oh, I think he is like he's screaming and stuff. I think I do remember it. Like Chris Tucker is in this video. This is it. But man, What You Want is a hit.
Yeah,
man.
that's definitely a hit.
Total killed this.
Yeah.
This single.
This is one of the best songs on the album.
You know what? This sounds like a complete song. I mean, not to say they don't sound like complete songs, but this is like a certified single.
But this is a hit for the ladies, but it's not like corny though. Like it's like really a good song, man. Like they nailed it with this, man.
Yeah, they did.
Like for real. Mase, the Total, the bars.
Yeah.
It like the ladies loved it, but like the guys can respect it too. Like it was a dope song, man.
I agree.
Now Mase me the man, wanna see you doing good. I don't wanna get rich, leave you in the hood. Girl in the eyes, you the baddest. Something on my status. I don't want to see you with a carriage, living average. I want to do my thing till we be established. And I don't want you rocking those fabrics. Girl, I want to give you the carrots till you feel you a rabbit. Anything in your path, ones you can have. Nah, I ain't heard it, man. Walking through the mall, if you like it, you can grab. Total it all up and put it on my tab. And then tell the friends all the fun you had. Come on, man. I know a little something. It's been a while, though, man. Been a while. This is a hit, man.
Yeah, definitely a hit.
Absolutely classic
hit, man. Now, more you treat me royal, I adore you. That's why I don't mind doing these things for you. You did things for me, I won't believe you did. That's why I always want to keep you here.
That's how you feel,
man. Come on, man. I get my little lover boy. Nah, that's a hit song, man. Hit song for sure. All right, now next we got track number 14, phone conversation. This funny too, man. He calling the girls up, man. Hey, Arion. Who's Arion?
Yeah, he had both of them on the line.
Yeah. Puff really the one I wanted to talk to, but he wasn't in the club that night.
That was like some what's the thing? Was that party chat back in the day? Kind of like that.
I was just saying that to get you mad.
Yeah.
She said,
That was funny, man. And that goes right into track number 15, Cheat on You, produced by Jermaine Dupri, featuring Little C's, Jay-Z, and 112. Never had a man. Why must he cheat on you? Why must he cheat on you? Yo, you know who went in on this song? Lil C's went into it.
Ain't nobody read than a damn Don Dada.
No, Hov went in on this.
On
the low, Hov went in on this joint, man.
Open the door, slam block. I'm gone.
Hov went in on this joint. On the low, though. But he killed this joint. This song, if they would have pushed it, this song could have went too. But he had so many hits on here, it ain't matter. But if this is somebody else, they could have pushed this song. This would have been a hit too. So you're going right. You think Mase is going all the way, girl, even though Cheat on You is not a bad song. Then he comes with track number 16, 24 Hours to Live, featuring the Locks, Black Rob, and DMX, produced by Derek DJ Angeletti, Naheem Merrick, and Carlos Brody.
This is a banger. This is a banger.
It's probably be my favorite song on the album.
By far.
Yeah.
By far.
The stench on it was just crazy because it had you really thinking.
Yeah.
And then
what would you do in 24
then
hours?
you gotta realize that they really talking about 24 hours.
Yeah.
To live. Then you bringing all the bad boy players in except for DMX.
This is one song where it's like nobody has a whack verse to me.
This is the definition of a posse cut.
Yes, this is.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is.
Everybody got bars. They came to play. Serious.
And don't sleep on Mase on this song,
not.
Yeah.
man. Woo, you got 24 hours to live. What would you do? Mase, what would you do? I turn on all the hoes that's heterosexual, smack conceited niggas right off the pedestal. I even look for my dad that I never knew to show him how I look in my Beretta too. I do good shit like take kids from the ghetto, show them what they can have if they never settle. Take every white kid from high class level, show them what Christmas like, run up in the ghetto. Yo,
so I give blunts to the niggas under massive stress.
Give every bum on the street cash to invest and hope Harlem World blow be my last request. If I had 24 hours to kick the bucket, fuck it.
Probably
I'd eat some fried chicken and drink a Nantucket. And go get a jar for grandson and make sure I leave my money to money to take care of grandson.
He said load 3 power, hop in the Eddie Bauer and give all 6 to the poppy and sold me flowers. Come on, man. That's Kiss. That's Kiss, man.
That's crazy.
He said have all my bitches in one telly. All spread it out. Spread it out on all different floors.
And I'm going to play Lotto.
For what?
For what?
Even though I ain't going to be here tomorrow. So what?
Yo. They was snapping, yo. Everybody was going in on here, man. 24 hours to live. I'll probably die on the 5th, running the station, squeezing the imp. I'll be waiting to get the hell and bust down Satan. Styles only shit, and I got spots vacant. Yo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yo, Black Rob get busy on here. Like
Black Rob go win on that joint.
Black Rob goes
He go win on that
man.
joint.
They are, and then DMX 24 left until my death.
Came out the mud.
Yeah.
They came out the mud.
In the video, they like inmates. Like this song was hard, man. This song was hard. Everybody, ain't nobody take this track off. Like they all barred it, man.
Of course, you had Puff on the hook.
Absolutely, man.
That beat is crazy too. It's like real up.
You know, when I was close to the ledge, I'd probably be in a wedge with this bad Spanish mommy playing between my legs. Then I'm off to get choked and smoke one of them dreads and get that bitch from 89 that gave us up to the feds.
Hit the cats I wanted to hit.
Thought of my mama, wrote her a note. We ain't close. I hate her boyfriend, so I put one in his throat. Yo, this song is great, man. This is a posse cut for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh man, 24 Hours to Live. That's a classic album cut. Like that ain't even a single or nothing. That's an album cut, man.
By far the best song on the album.
That song hard, man. And then track number 17, I Need to Be, produced by Chucky Thompson, featuring Monifa. I wasn't big on this, and this one after I listened to it more, this like borderline like some like messing with young girls type anthem type joint.
This joint was different.
Like,
I don't like this hook. I like Monifa, but I don't really like. I'm ready to have sex with you. It's like some borderline. They can keep this. Man. They could have kept this one.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this may be my. I take the other song, the colorful song, over this. I think it's maybe my least favorite song on the album, man. I wasn't feeling this song. Track number 18 is "Watch Your Back" interlude, man. They making threats to Mase, man. They calling him up, making. His interludes weren't that big. Interludes were entertaining on this album.
But you gotta realize back then interludes played a big part in the album.
Oh hell yeah! The
you know what I'm saying?
That was essential. Like
you definitely had to have
best interludes. I thought was Wu though. Wu had some of the best interludes.
Absolutely, they was giving Wu. They was giving Wu
and Wu interludes was dope. But like intro with songs with interludes, I had to go with Hov. Because once he brought Pain in the Ass in the game, it went to a different level.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Somebody's pulling me close to the ground.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I wasn't feeling that song at all.
Yeah.
Track number 19, "Wanna Hurt Mase," produced
don't
by
really
Ron
want to
Lawrence
hurt
and
me.
Puffy.
You don't really want to make him cry.
This beat,
This the part of the album that I never listened to.
Really?
Yeah.
This song wasn't bad though.
Yeah, right after 24, I'm gone.
You done?
Yeah, that's not good.
KKK. I actually like this song. KKK to hang me and hang me. And then we got track number 20, Jealous Guy featuring 112.
Disrespecting the song.
Jealous Guy
Yeah.
in her town.
He probably sound better if they'd add some auto tune to him.
Well, this also became like a theme because on Biggie album they did playing her. So this is like their
He
thing.
was following it up.
Yeah, I didn't take this kind of stuff serious. I thought it was funny, man. It wasn't like I
agree.
I took it as like like a serious
light,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like lighthearted. But of course, Jealous Girls, a classic New Edition song. So they were just having fun with it. I thought it was lighthearted because they was really trying to sing. And they were terrible. So I think that's what made it funny.
Yeah.
But there it is, man. Mase, Harlem World, man. It was critically acclaimed, and a commercial success. It went on not just platinum. It went on to sell 4.8 million copies in the United States, almost 5 million copies. It sold 273,000 copies in its first week. And back then, first week album sales didn't always used to be that big. They used to have like albums used to stretch out a long time. But sometimes they may only sell like less than 100,000 and end up being triple platinum and all that. It was different back then.
Radio, video, they had to, they had the thing rolling.
Yeah, but Mase was a star. So he pushed 273,000 in the first week, went on to sell almost 5 million copies worldwide, nominated for a Grammy. What would you say the impact of Harlem World was when it came out?
It was a big splash for Bad Boy, especially after Big Pass. They needed something to get the ball back rolling. And I think Mase was the solve of it all. And I think that's his whole big argument. Like when shit went down, who was there? You know what I'm saying? This ship could have been all the way sunk.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Mase. And
Harlem,
you really look at it.
Harlem
World held this ship up.
Harlem World was big. In 1997, when this dropped, Mase was the biggest artist. He was the most popular rap artist. It wasn't another artist that was more popular than him, unless you're gonna go with Puffy, his CEO. Yeah. But Puffy wasn't really a rapper. But Mase is not a bigger artist. I don't care. You could say Jay-Z. Jay-Z was not that guy yet. Mase was the guy. He was the biggest. I'm trying to think of another rapper I could say was a bigger rapper than Mase.
In 97?
And no, Pac was going. Mase was the biggest rapper.
Big was going.
Pac was going. Snoop wasn't popping at this time. Mase was the biggest rapper, dog. So the impact was huge because he was that guy. He was doing everybody's features. All the R&B singers wanted him to do a verse for him. So he was on like the biggest R&B songs. All the bad boy artists.
Yeah. What's the song he did with Brian McKnight? Was he on that?
That was a hit.
Yeah, that was a hit.
Yeah, that was a hit. I know you talk. I can't think of the name of it, but that was a hit. Yeah. The Brandy song, like.
If she don't treat you like I do, don't waste your time. It was something like that.
Waste,
112 came with the Love Me or whatever. Like he was,
and then he was still keeping the gutter with the Funk Flex freestyles. They was popping up, but I think Big was a lot of them last time.
Yeah. But this was a big. He was a big deal. Like
Absolutely.
Impact has to be. Impact was very big in the rap game.
It has to be mentioned.
Definitely by far.
I think people forget because of the way he left the game of how big Mase was. Mase was huge.
Yeah.
Word he was.
I think that's why the game was more shocked than anything.
Right.
On how he left.
Right. So how would you describe the sound of Harlem World?
It's poppy, but has some spurts of hip hop. It's like a little commercial.
I agree.
It's like he wasn't Murder no more because Murder is on here on a couple songs, but Murder Mase where he just like going in rapping, but he actually got a song where he describes on here. I can't forget the bars on here, but he said, he met Puff pretty much and dropped the murder, and and then
I was murdered. P Diddy named me pretty.
P Diddy named me pretty. Yeah. That's on looking at me.
Did it for the money,
and can we get busy? You don't want to know. Yeah, he's pretty much saying it. Like I was murdered. Puff said, "Nah, you bigger than that," and it worked. and he popped off. But I definitely think it's commercial pop appeal. But he could rap though.
Yeah, but
and he had like the kind of slow delivery where you could understand what he was saying, so you could kind of rap along. Yeah. And he had the baby face. All of that worked for him, man. It was like I said No Way Out was like the commercial rap at his like biggest peak. If that was his biggest peak, this is like right shotgun with it. Like this is right there.
Mm-hmm. Some songs, but he had a lot of stuff that was just kind of missed to me.
Yeah, how many misses you think he had on here? Like straight misses? I think of like 2 that's missing.
Yeah, like I say like 2 or 3.
That's a good percentage.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good but it's not 18 songs. Well, if you want to count the skits as songs.
You take out the interludes, you got about what? I don't know, 12. I'm just guessing 12, 13 songs on here, 14, 15. 2 or 3 that's bad or you don't like, that ain't bad.
That's not bad.
That ain't bad. That ain't a bad. Today, that's an
average album.
That might be a classic. Nah. Let's get this out of the way. Is Harlem World a classic?
As I always say, during the time that this album came out and what was going on in the world of hip hop that I was involved in and loved so much, I'm gonna say yes during the time, due to the fact that he had everything coming at you once, so it seemed like it was all Harlem World album. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it a classic, man. I'm gonna give it a classic off the memories it hold, not the actual work that's on it.
You can't do that though.
How? That's my way of giving it a classic.
I know, but it's like you can see a bad movie, but it's like
it's a classical moment, Sean.
I know, but it's like you can see a bad movie, but it's like I like the movie because this last time I seen my friend, we seen it together. So it don't make the movie classic. It's just like that.
If you really liked the movie at that time, I really liked this album at the time it dropped.
Oh, all right.
But I'm saying, me listening back to this album now, I still like the album. I think the album is a classic because Mase had his lane, and he did his lane very well.
Which is a lane that no one else was doing at the time.
Yes, it's hit records on here. It's hip hop records on here. He's showing love to the South on here. It's just the songs. Sometimes with like an artist like Mase, the songs can become so big that it's like it can become cheesy that it's on. But you can't
can't knock it.
It's like looking back now at More Money, More Problems, and you're like, that was a hit. But remember when More Money, More Problems first came out? But then you heard it so much, it got on your nerves. You can't make Mase a victim because he was just so popular. Like, he was that guy. Like I mean, even the song with DMX, when DMX do the chorus, the song with Busta Rhymes, like he going in lyrically on these songs. 24 Hours to Live, he going in lyrically on the song. Like all these, it's so many Mase babies in rap after Mase. That's a lot of them.
Absolutely.
Fab, Nelly,
Kanye,
Loon, Kanye. Like he got so many babies that come from his lane. Like I think it's a classic. I think it's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think hearing it. It's some albums that I hear from the '90s that I liked, and I hear it now, and I'm like, it's okay. But this song, I can listen to it and still be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like it got hits.
I agree.
It's not like my top tier of that time, but it's a classic, man. It's a classic.
I'm gonna say it's it's a good album. I wouldn't personally call it a classic for me because I can see myself skipping over songs. But it's like the songs that I do like, I gotta go like a couple tracks. Like there's no like good pocket of the music. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no like 4 or 5 straight songs where it's like, yo, you can't skip these. It's like when it's getting into the groove, here comes an interlude, stops everything, back to the music. It's a good album, but I don't think it's a classic.
Okay. I feel you, Sean.
All right, what's your favorite song on Harlem World?
24 Hours to Live.
I like that and Feels so good. That's a you can't deny that shit.
And
Yo.
you say all that, and then you say
I know,
your
I'm just
favorite
saying-
song
I'm
is
just
"Feel
saying,
So Good."
Felt good.
Yeah, it's a classic song.
Yeah.
He was dancing. He
He's
definitely like he had a shiny
That car
suit
is bringing his shoulders out.
That's how you got that. When your mates come on, you got to do all types of
This nigga
shoulders.
bringing his shoulders.
Yeah,
I was shaking.
bobblehead moves, side bobblehead moves. That's what you got to do. I'm gonna say 24 Hours to Live on a hip hop tip. On the just hit songs, I'm gonna go with What You Want, man. What You Want was crazy,
yeah, that's a
man.
good song. Classic.
What You Want was crazy.
I like what you want.
Yeah, but he got a lot of.
Yes, he do.
That's
He got a lot of
that's
hits.
a classic Bad Boys sound.
Yes,
That's
There
what
you
it. That's
go.
what it is.
There you go.
That's what it is.
I think Feel So Good may be over the top Bad Boy sound, but it was a hit.
It was there.
And then when you think about the video, it's like, man, that's just
It
shiny
was
video.
there.
Like,
Yeah, it was there.
That's the epitome of when you look the epitome of Bad Boy in their prime, like their whole
Yeah.
look and aura and shininess. You gotta
Yeah,
go with.
you gotta go with that.
You got the shiny suits. You got the fisheye lens. You got fireworks going off.
Hype Williams.
Hype Williams, like
Yeah.
that's Bad Boy.
and he definitely captured that. But he was a big part of Bad Boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, where do you got this album? Where do you got this album ranked at in Bad Boy's discography of rap album?
Top 5.
Gotta be a little more specific. It ain't that many.
It's top 5. It ain't that many, so you already know what's up there. For me, my favorite Bad Boy album is Life After Death. After that, Ready to Die. What's better? What's next after that? Is Puff Daddy and the Family better than Harlem World?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's 4? It got to be Harlem World.
Yeah.
What's better than Harlem World?
With the Black Rob album, you take that over that?
I got the Black Rob album in my top 5, so it's 4 and then 5.
I'd be cool with 4.
I ain't bringing no R&B up.
No, just rap. No, just rap.
Just rap. Okay,
Just
yeah.
rap.
Top 5. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
go 4.
I'm gonna go with Life After Death, number 1. Ready to Die, number 2. No Way Out, number 3. I'm gonna go with Harlem World,
Number 4.
Number 4, but Black Rob. Don't sleep on Black Rob.
Yeah, that's number
Black
5. We
Rob,
got the same
right?
lineup.
Yeah, don't sleep on
That's
Black
the
Rob.
best.
though.
That's the best
But
lineup.
them hits, I can't deny them hits on Harlem. But I think Black Rob's first album is a classic.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
that album was dope. Like that album was hard.
The best on, but go. I'm gonna let you go, Sean.
I got Ready to Die number 1, Life After Death. Was it
No Way Out.
No Way Out, Harlem World, then Black
Rob.
Rob.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you got Ready to Die first.
Yeah, Ready to Die. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I like
Biggie
Life
album.
After Death better than Ready to Die for some reason.
Is this Mace's best album?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What came after this?
You like double up a lot.
What's that? Get Ready.
Stop it.
Get ready. Oh, you
Tonight.
definitely like that. Get ready tonight.
Tonight.
Oh man,
Gonna make this
Shouldn't
a
have-
night
shouldn't
to
have never fucked my-
remember.
Yeah, like that.
Should have never fucked with my people's
ready.
track like that. See, that's when he's reaching. He went from Feel So Good to that.
Nah, his second album. It's really only one album. The second album he just rushed to put out so he can get out the game. So he really only got one album that he really put.
What about
his
that
heart
Harlem
in.
World album?
That Harlem World album was terrible.
Yes, it
It
was.
was-
You seen the nigga shit? He said, "You think a nigga shot your fat ass out of cannons before?"
Oh, did say that. He was going in. That album was terrible. And Loon was in Harlem World.
Yeah, he
his
was.
His sister, Baby Stace. He actually did that. He actually was taking a page from Biggie. He did the Harlem World deal with So Def. It was away from Bad Boy. It was like Biggie did with Undias. It was away from Bad Boy. So he was taking a page from that, but his team. Well, I mean, Biggie ain't had the greatest team either with Junior Mafia, but Mace's team was like. But Mace said that he originally wanted Harlem World to be like him, Cam, Big L. He wanted them to be Harlem World.
Herb McGruff.
Yeah, but it was
Herb
too
McGruff
many.
album was fire too. by
Herb
the way.
McGruff can rap too,
Yeah.
but he said there was so many egos involved, so he ended up going with a whole B team.
Great expansion
With
unit.
the freshman squad.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Overseas unit.
And it's the little sister. That's his twin sister, actually.
No, that was
Baby Stacy.
Maya. Maya was in there. The video with the Rugrats.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Blinky
yeah.
Blink,
Blinky
yeah,
Blink. Yeah,
John
that was
was
your
trash.
boy, Sean
Yeah,
Blinky
right.
Blink.
Yeah,
You know, you
right.
rocked
Oh, Blinky Blink.
You rocked with Blinky Blink. That was your boy, man. Remember backstage when Blinky Blink this Memphis, it was at Memphis Bleak. Remember you talk about Blinky Blink? You don't remember that, dude. That's hip hop. And backstage the documentary movie, he was talking about Blinky Blink. You know, Blinky Blink dissed me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Maybe that's why Hov came and dissed them
man.
in the Mind Right remix. That was funny, man. Did Mase do a good job of putting Bad Boy on his back after Big passed away?
Yeah. Who else did it?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, because they had that No Way Out tour, and Mase was like the headliner almost.
Yo, the No Way Out, I didn't really talk about the tour on the No Way Out episode, but the lineup was crazy. It was like Puffy, Mase, Jay-Z, Foxy Brown, Little Kim,
Usher,
yeah, Busta Rhymes. It was like Cam. I don't think Cameron was officially on it. He was just like with him.
Yeah.
But like all the Bad Boy artists, like the lineup was crazy, man. It was a crazy lineup on that No Way Out tour,
for
man.
sure.
Like for real. But yeah, you couldn't do the No Way Out tour without Mase at that
Hell
time.
no.
Like Mase was a star, man.
all them hit singles they had, and he was on them.
I think Mase put the label on his back, man. Like
Absolutely, he did.
He did a great job of putting the label on his back, and he held it down. That's why I feel like this got to be made right, man. Because Mase, if it wasn't for Mase, what would Bad Boy have done?
Yeah,
Because Mase is writing Puff stuff too.
Yeah, that shit would have been sunk.
Like he said, all his peers was at a certain level, and it seemed like he was trying to keep him down. But, it's three sides to a story. His side, Puff's side, and the truth.
So how much do you think this album had to do with Puff and Mace's problems? Like, because after
Not
this
much. I think after this album. I think the problems arise after this album. Because at this album, they was like, Peter and Paul.
Yeah.
So I think it happened after this album.
So the second album, when it was time to do
But
the second album.
it may have derived from the success of this album on how he felt as though he was still being treated. Or
That was the start of it.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that you say that, I'm going to say it did. Because I think he realized his worth from this album.
Absolutely.
And when it came to the second one, he like, oh, you ain't. Oh.
But it was before that he knew it though, because he already knew that he was next up, and he knew he had what it took before this album dropped. Because them two singles was amazing.
Yeah,
he made them singles.
You're right. And he wrote them. He wrote Puff's verse.
Wrote them and
they was
everything.
hits. So I think you're right. And then I think after this success, he like, oh, I'm a star, and I ain't really feeling like he said in that interview I seen, like, yo, I was fronting, but I wasn't really getting it like people thought I was getting it.
Yeah.
But I'm from Harlem, I'm flashy, so I'm gonna look the part.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really getting it. So I think this album made him see his worth. And then he was like, yo, Puff, like, I'm doing everything. Like, hit me off. Puff was probably like, yo, chill, playboy. I got you.
The checks is coming.
I got you on the back end. And then they wasn't coming like that. But I think he's seen his verse. But I think when the second album came, Mase was like, Mase is probably like, okay, cool. You ain't gonna pay me. I'm about to throw something out real quick. Y'all throw that out, and then I'm out of here, man. And Puff probably was hot. Like, you messing up the money.
Yeah.
Like, but, you got to pay him. So Puff says he never stole money from any artist, including Mase. He said, if any artist can prove that he took money from them and robbed them, show him the paperwork, and he'll give them their money in 24 hours. So he says he has the paperwork to prove that he didn't do anybody wrong. So, and he also called Mase a fake pastor. So who you think, if you just outside looking in, both people out there inside doing your opinion, outside looking in, you going to go with somebody, like, how would you think?
I think I look at it as, even though Puff probably does have the paperwork proving that he signed it, but it's still like, at the end of the day, it's a bad contract and it's fucked up. So it's like, you just as guilty, even though you're not physically, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
I don't care what myself, I don't care what may have been done before, as far as, I did this for you, I did that for you. But we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So you know that, I know that. So
Just make
you
it
still
right.
gonna do that like that?
Why is Mase worthy of an
Why?
episode? Because
Yeah.
he was a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mase, why did you have to do the Bad Boy reunion? Why did you need Mase to do the Bad Boy reunion?
Can't
tour?
do it without him.
Because Mase was a star.
You can't do it without him. So that right there.
I agree with you, Sean. I think just because you have paperwork that said you didn't do nothing wrong, don't mean that you're right.
Think about all the people that was on the tour when they did that tour that could have been missing that you wouldn't have missed them. Besides Mase.
Yeah.
Think about it.
No disrespect.
Could you no disrespect to them. I could have done without Total. I could have done without 112. You feel me? I'm just being real. It'd have been hard, but I could have done without them. But it'd have been much harder without Mase.
Remember when Puff got that at the award show, he did that like little medley of songs? Like it's real hard to do a medley of Puff songs without doing your hit with Mase, man. Like it's real hard.
Yeah.
And he did the ones without Mase.
He didn't even do. I don't even think he did the songs with Mase. He just
Yeah.
left them alone
My point
because
exactly.
Now, did he thank Mase?
no. He did kind of big him up. He said he did say I love Mase on the interview. He said I love Mase. You know.
Yeah, that's an interview. I'm talking about when he got his award.
But I think it's pissing him off. But at the end of the day, just because you got paper, of course Puff's got paper.
Yeah,
Right? He
of
got
course,
some of the
yeah,
best
exactly,
lawyers
yeah.
and everything. Of course he gonna be. But all of them
Like you said,
all of them were getting bad deals back then. So I'm not even saying that you purposely went in it to do the bad deal. But what's the saying? When you know you're doing something wrong or however it goes, then once you know about it, you gotta fix it. Like so if you know.
But
something-
is it quite funny though that Styles P said his retirement after Puff went on air and kind of stated that the Lock still owes him an album?
He said that? Puff said that?
Yeah, he said the Lock still owe me an album, but we got to figure it out. We gonna make it right. You hear him say that? He said that.
I didn't hear that part. But I mean, I'm not saying you're not wrong. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I didn't hear that. But I mean, the locks have problems with with
and
Puff.
they out of it, but unfortunately still owe or whatever the case may be to a
Craig
point.
Mack 112. It's not like people are just making this up. I'm not saying nothing. All I'm just saying is just because you got paperwork don't mean that it's the right thing for the artist. And I always say this, based off of what Mase did for Bad Boy, you have to make it right. Mase shouldn't be in no contract till he turns 50. Like a 10 album or you turn 50 to get out your contract. Like Mase did too much for Bad Boy.
So yo, what does that say about Puff to even give his man such a shitty deal? And you know it's shitty.
If the deal
Because
is
Mase wasn't Puff artist. That was Biggie artist.
Nah, Mase was.
Yeah, he signed a Bad Boy.
Mase was.
Yeah, but
Cameron, big Mase Bart.
we
and that's
understand
funny,
that. But who brought Mase to the table? Biggie. Biggie brought Mase to the table, not Puff.
Nah, but Mase ain't fine. Biggie ain't fine.
Look it up.
I think Cardan or somebody
Look it up.
bought him to.
To who? Biggie. This was Biggie Youngboy. What's wrong with you? That was Biggie Youngboy.
I don't know.
All right, look it up, man. Get back with me. We'll mention on the next intro.
I don't know, freaks. Nah, I don't know. But I know Mase. It's interesting that Mase could have bought Cameron to Puff, but he bought Cameron to Big. Like, nah, you take him, Big. Like,
Why you think of that?
I
Because
mean,
Biggie had the money. He didn't want to go in the hands of.
I know, but I just think that's
Because Biggie brought Mason. That's who brought Mason the Locks in.
Also, he didn't want him doing business with Puff. He knew
Probably
the situation
that
he was
too.
in.
Yeah.
That too.
But I don't know, man. I hope they work that out because
Yeah, man.
it don't matter what happens, they are connected to each other.
Life is short, man. Just make it right.
And Puff and Mase are connected with each other.
He'd make more money with giving him his shit back then.
And then just do another tour. Or do
Everybody.
something. Yeah.
I mean, technically, everybody make more money together.
Yeah,
like
all of them.
all of them
They being
make more
selfish.
money together.
Like the interview, I was watching an interview with Loon. He was like, it's an ego situation now. Because for real, we could bring everything back into fold with the fans and the people want to see. If y'all two just chop it up. But I think he kind of was on Mace's side. He was like, yo, this nigga 50. He's still doing some dumb shit. 50. That's why I tell little Puff, man, exit early while you ahead. Because there's no way you're an artist.
You saying leave his pop?
No, I'm just saying leave the rap game because he ain't it. I'm just being real.
He was on stage like this, like,
yeah, that shit was crazy.
We got a hit record now.
He do, but that shit ain't
bad
it.
boy.
And Mase made a good point. Mase was like, really, I should be mentoring all of them because they really doing my style. Like, all King Combs Christian doing is Mase style. Like that's all they're doing. That's Mase. Let me write his bars. Mase is like, nah. I hope they fix that though, man.
Yeah,
what was the real reason? You think it was all Puff alone? What's the real reason you think
We don't know.
Mase retired from music? Because he left music at like the height of his career.
Why would you leave? It was because of Puff. You already know that.
He probably signed. Well, he's pretty much locked in that bad contract.
I think it's actually more about Puff than him going to. I think that like drove him to go to the church. But I think the sole reason was he ain't like how it was lining up. Damn. He ain't want to be a part of it, and that's the direction he actually wrote a dope book called Revelations back in the day, man. Mm-hmm. If you ever check that out, it's actually real dope. I like that. I think it was a nice read. And he released that like early 2000. This is when like he was still fresh, man. And he talked about a little bit about Puff in there. I know Puff didn't like that at the time either. Mm-hmm. But I hope they get that right because I think Mase deserves it. Whatever money is owed to Mase, whether it's actually written in the contract, but if you know he deserves it, give it to him, man. Yeah. And let that man be free. And they'll just do business as bosses. I respect what Mase is saying. All my peers is bosses, and I'm still kind of down. Mm-hmm. Like, Mase can get money. He can still be flashy, but he deserves to get more for what he did to the game, man. Why not? Everybody else is.
Yeah.
Like, we just said at one point Mase was a bigger rapper than Hove. So why isn't Mase up there? It's only right.
That's what he said.
It's only right, man. It's only right. How has any album, Freaks? This your time of the show, man. Has any album came out in the last 25 years to remind you of Harlem? That reminds you of Harlem World?
Nah, you could go ahead and reach on this one.
I actually don't have a reach, and it's not that I don't want to. I just don't really have a reach.
It's not
man.
like a street album, but also I would say maybe something from Fabulous, but Fabulous don't make that.
That would be the only thing
I would say Fab. I'm not really a diehard. Maybe Fab. I like Fab first album though.
Ghetto Fabulous.
Ghetto Fabulous. That I could see Ghetto Fabulous. If any Fab album, Fab definitely had the R&B vibe with him too. Maybe a couple of maybe I think his second album too with the Tamia song on there. Or I think Ashanti was on the album version. And then he did the and he definitely,
you could tell he was influenced by Mase.
Absolutely.
A lot of people were influenced by Mase.
Mm-hmm. Really, Fab is the only thing I can get.
Yeah,
but I think Mase album is better. I think Mase album is better than Fab's album. But Fab first album was dope though. Other than that, Loon was like Puff's replacement for Mase, but his album wasn't like that. But Loon definitely was in that pocket. Mm-hmm. Nelly was in that pocket, for sure. Nelly actually was the first person to get Mase when he came out of retirement and did a song. Nelly was the first person to do that, and Nelly used to support Mase while he was out too. Little known facts, man. Yeah. But that's it, man. I don't really got no more reaches than that. Harlem World. 25 years later.
25 years later. Damn, dog. Damn. We getting up there.
This is 97, man. Almost the end of 90. Yo, next year, 98. That's one of the best years of hip hop. We coming to a 98 soon, man. Yo, this is our era, dog.
Yeah, real rap. Yeah.
25 years later, Harlem World. What do y'all think, man? Harlem World, Mase, Harlem World.
Deserves everything is getting. I hope he do something behind it with the 25-year anniversary, and I think that's where the whole Cam, and Jada joint would have tied in some way, and maybe we'd have got something around this time. But I hope whatever happens with that, they fix that ASAP, because I was really looking forward to seeing that tour.
All right, yo. So you got Mase, Cam, and Jada. Who's the opener? Who's the middle? And who's the headliner?
You already know the same way the song went.
Mase got the biggest songs. Despite only really having one album, he sadly still got. I mean, I ain't gonna say sadly, but he still got the biggest song.
Same way the song went.
If you put Mase as the opener, they're gonna feel funny because he's gonna get the biggest reception. Yeah. So you might as well give him.
I would say Cam, Jada, then
same way the song went, Sean.
I would say that too. Went. And I kind of hope. I feel like him and Cam is in a good space. They might do something together. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, but he got to get it right. Puff hating on it.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Puff hating on it.
Puff got to make that right, man. Let Mase be, man. Yeah. Mase, let him be.
Well, as far as we know, Puff hating on it.
Let that be.
Let us be politically.
Always, we never really got to see the whole Mase and Cam thing dynamic work out. They kind of started beefing and stuff like that, but they was brothers before rap, man. So let them rock out, man. 25 years later, man, Harlem World to me is a classic. It was Mase in his lane. It was the commercial success.
The last 25 years around this time.
Yeah.
With the firm was 25, right?
Yeah. It was a lot
of good tours, and everybody can get some money if everybody just put the egos aside.
Absolutely, man.
Because I would definitely go see a firm tour.
I think if Nas, Busta Rhymes, and Wu can go on tour, people can.
I think
the firm can go on tour easy.
Absolutely. I think if Hove could get. He said they had conversations before. If Mase can get out of his contract, Hove would do business with Mase. Like, he understands Mase. Hove ain't no hater. He understands when somebody got something. He know Mase was that dude. Yeah. But he got to get out of that contract though, man. But 25 years later, man, this album to me was a classic. Mase had his lane. He did it the best. He did it at that time. He was the best at what he did. That smooth, ladies, pretty boy, flashy, Harlem, youngin'. He was that guy. Now look at today. That's half the radio. Like you know what I'm saying? That's half the young. They just from different regions. But all of this is part of this same kinda. Yeah. And Mase can rap better. So like, hey, it is what it is. 25 years later, man. Congratulations, happy anniversary to Mase. Shout out to everybody involved. Puffy, Hitman. You know,
all the features,
the Locks, DMX, Little Kim, Puff Daddy, Little C's,
Jay, said Puff twice,
Jay, Total, you know, Black Rob, Monifa, you know, everybody, Billy Lawrence, everybody, 8 Ball and MJG, dope project, man. I hope he tours and gets money and get everything he can out of it. Why not? Harlem World. And do Harlem World, come back and do Harlem World the right way. Why not? As adults. No, you can't bring Blanky Blank.
No.
You don't hear Blanky Blank?
Shit over with.
You don't hear no bars from Blanky Blank.
Shit died before it started.
You don't hear no new bars from Blanky Blank.
Nah, I'm good, man.
Blink.
Yo, if you haven't heard Harlem World, man, from Mase, go back and check it out, man. Yeah. Go back and check it out, man. You're going to hear some classic songs. You're going to hear some hits, timeless hits, man, from our era. Go back and check that out. But yo, we Concert Crew Podcast.
Yep.
Make sure and also, man, Taz thought this album was a classic. You know, just to throw that out there. I heard him say it with his own mouth, man.
I agree.
So you know, we always gonna continue to march forth, man. Long live Taz. But he definitely thought this album was a classic, and you know he'd have been ready for this joint right here, man. But you know, long live Taz, man. We love you, brother. We're gonna continue to march forth. But Concert Crew Podcast, make sure y'all go download, subscribe,
hit the button
on all digital platforms. Make sure y'all go to our YouTube page, subscribe. Check out all of our YouTube videos. Check them out, man. Lock into us, man. Yo, we here and we ain't going nowhere. Happy anniversary, Harlem World.
Nice.
25 years later. MA$E, man. Bad boy, man. Shout out to everybody involved. Yo, Pito, hit us with the fader.
Let's go.
We out.
Yeah.